I don't believe in our government anymore. I don't trust them. I haven't trusted them for a while. But to see what they do and how they use people like us to pass their agendas, they bicker and they argue. To see how the Democrats and Democratic areas have done lockdowns. Even when the World Health Organization said that those are like a last resort, and they still continued them. To see these Democratic ran cities allow riots and not back their police, um, letting lots of destruction, and where it's mismanagement of government. That's what it is. And the government is supposed to protect the people. They're supposed to work for the people. They're not supposed to just do things for their own power. What they do is they lie to us. They want to act like they care about us. Like this next stimulus that's coming out. Well, they always pack the stimulus. It can't just be a bill just for the American people, right? I mean, it's our own money. It's our own. It's not even our own money. If we look at this current economic system, it's our children's money, our children's work. They're the slaves. Our children slaves. If we continue this monetary system, because of all the extra debt that we're piling on and they're piling on. If you look at, we want to help out the regular person, but then they put in all this crap or helping other countries, you know, um, um, helping like these democratic states that mismanage things. And in my opinion, they wanted to make Trump look bad. That's my opinion. They want to make Trump look bad. They wanted to um, wreck the economy enough so people voted against him. That and it's gonna be pretty amazing when this virus disappears. It's because the media will stop talking about it. They're all in cahoots with each other. The mainstream media, the big tech companies, the bankers, and the politicians, they're working together against us. That's what they're doing. They're trying to siphon our wealth into the few, and then they want to try to be like, oh yeah, here's $1,400. Well, the average person, if they get $1,400, they're gonna think they got a lot of money, which it's really not. I mean, it might be like a lot of money for that time being, but if you look at how much how much there's nothing free. There's nothing free, and you'll be paying it in your taxes. Somebody's going to be paying in their taxes. It's almost to the point where if we continue this monetary system, I might as well just be on the system. I might as well just not even work and just be on welfare. Because why? Why would I want to work and be taxed to death, and other people are just on the system and they don't have to do anything, and who's going to be producing anything? Who's going to be producing? Why would I want to work when I'm being taxed 50% and I can't survive? I cannot survive off of that. You know, these radical leftists like Antifa, and they talk about eating the rich. Now they do have a lot of gripes because we don't live in a free market system. We don't live in a true capitalist system. There should be no bailouts, okay, for anybody, especially big companies. Big companies should not be bailed out at all. If they cannot manage their companies correctly, they need to liquidate their assets. They need to start selling off planes or selling off trains or selling off properties. and getting smaller if they can't sustain what they have. These banks need to start selling off banks. Whatever they got to do. They need to get smaller, not get bigger. People don't understand. Okay, they lock down everything, letting big businesses stay open like Amazon, Walmart, Target, but then you make all the small businesses close. Okay, forcing the middle class out of business, literally forcing people out of business when you're concentrating all these people to one area, which makes no sense. If you want social distancing, shouldn't you have more small businesses open? Why would you make all these small businesses close and then force everybody to these concentrated areas? And you want to talk about social distancing? Okay, so then all of our money goes making these businesses bigger and bigger, these monopolies bigger and bigger. And then what do? They add stimulus. They add debt to the national debt. And if there's nothing else open, where does our money go to? To these monopolies. So they get richer and richer and richer. And these politicians are in on it. There's some of them are good. As far and few between are the ones that are good. But there's a lot of crooked ones. Look at all the time they're wasting. Oh, impeachment number 1. What did that do? Investigation on Trump. What did that do? Impeachment number 2 on Trump. What did that do? All that did was waste our money. That's all it did. It wasted time. It wasted money. That's all they do. Are they going to be held accountable for wasted time, wasted taxpayer money? I mean, that comes to time, right? You got to spend time to earn money to pay taxes. Are they going to be held accountable? No. Why are they like treated like kings? They're supposed to be working for us. They're supposed to be our servants. They're not supposed to be telling us what to do. They're supposed to be in there doing things that help us. But no, they do the opposite. They siphon our wealth off. They make us pay higher taxes. Giving our money to other countries. Letting people come into our country illegally. And staying here. Mind you, I don't mind immigrants coming here. Maybe on a smaller scale. Maybe instead of 1 million people coming here illegally, maybe 500,000. And why should it just be one country that predominantly comes here? Or a section of the world that predominantly comes here? Why can't there be other people from other countries? Why is it why is it, oh, we gotta have all the people from the South come up here? Why don't we build businesses where they're at? Because they love their country. They fly their flags. They love their country, but they want to come up here because they want opportunity. If we made it, instead of relying on China to make everything for us, why don't we have these countries down south of us make stuff for us if we can't make stuff for ourselves? Even logistically, it makes sense. You're talking about, oh, China's the only one that'll work for lower wages. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's third world countries down there. They're trying to flee. People. It's a horrible life that they're trying to, and I feel bad for them. But I just don't think that you should be able to break the law. Your first thing that you're doing is breaking the law and cutting in line over people that come here the right way or want to come here the right way. Could you imagine if you're in, I don't know, Iran or the Philippines or the Congo, and you're going to have to wait, I don't know, 10 more years before you can come here because people are just coming here illegally? Can you imagine that? All the money you got to spend to come here? and then people just come here just because they can. We don't have a government for the people anymore. This is why we don't need to be paying taxes no more. There's no point for us to pay taxes. If they can just continue to print out money, there's no reason for us to pay taxes. They can just go ahead and fund everything themselves with their own debt. We can't sustain this system. There needs to be a huge change. A huge change. In my opinion, a lot of these politicians need to be investigated. And then if look, Swalwell, the guy who ran for presidency, there was a Chinese spy he had a relationship with. I mean, nothing's happening to him. Nothing is happening. We live in a corrupt system. That's what we live in. And apparently most people don't care. So it is what it is. And then you'll continually see your standard of living go down and down and down. Mind you, I am for minimalism because I think it helps out the environment, and I think that we can I think that people have that that mindset. We need to collect, we need to gather. Well, we can do that online. When we go to more of a virtual reality type of life, people already live in that. You see all the people on their cell phones. And they pretty much live in the digital world all the time. You can see that with women especially. But anyway, all these politicians are so corrupt. They are not for the people. They're for themselves. And they leverage people's hardships to pass their own political agendas. I don't give a damn what side they're on. I don't care. I don't care if on the right or on the left. If they're not for the Constitution, if they're for, if they go against freedom of speech, if they go against right to bear arms, if they go against freedom of religion, they're not American. They're not what our founding fathers envisioned our country to be. They have turned into a tyrannical government that's oppressing the people. You can't move up financially. They want to keep you oppressed. They want to keep you on the system. Why is that? Because you'll keep voting for them. We see this in different areas of our country already. Talking about free stuff. And then you start talking against them, and then they'll pull the plug on you. You start having a different opinion, then you get fired. Why are these companies not getting sued? Why is Disney not getting sued for firing that one woman because she had a different opinion? Why are these politicians not getting? We can't sue them? They're just exempt. They can just do whatever the hell they want, and there's no consequences for their actions. They could directly violate our constitutional rights, and nothing happens to them at all. Nothing. People don't care.